Hi everyone, in this video we are going to create clone of something. So let's see what that is. And open the browser and search here Flipkart and click on login. Now we are going to create this login page with HTML and CSS. So let's just start now. So first I am going to create one folder here, login page, and let's open it in VS Code. So okay. Now our code editor is open and let's create one HTML file, index.html, and second one is style.css. And let's write some HTML and here we need to link style. And let's open side by side. Now let's start. So let's run with live server and here I'm going to copy this URL and open in this. Okay, let's start to create. Okay, let's go to this tab and here first I'm going to write one container and here I am going to in a style and here I'm going to give some basic style, padding 0, margin 0, and box size is border box. Select that container and give background color white, and here I am going to give body and background color something like that, but we can't see container because here gives some padding. Okay, one run for now, and here we can see our container, and I want this container in center. Let's give some height of, sorry, give some width of this container. So I'm going to give max width 40 RAM. I hope it, yeah, and this container should be in center. So here we can make this one read and this items say center and min height 100 vh. Now our container is center, but width is 100%. Now it's great, and when we try to this container automatic adjust the weight. Okay, this is done, and let remove this one for now and we can go inside of container and here we can see two part and blue and white. So let's give our container left dot left, and here is our one heading login and one paragraph. Let's copy this one paragraph. Okay, so same exactly, and here we need to paste. Okay, and we can create one more, or right, and here we can add some input. So add some input, and let's divide this container in two parts. So we can also use flex as well as grid. So here I am going to use grid and display grid and grid template column. First is one fr and second little bit more. So I can give 1.r. Now we can see, and let's select left and here give background color and this background color. So I have that background color. I am going to paste here simply now, and you can see here is the same exact color. And here we can give some padding. Okay, so padding, and we can see here top is more than top padding is more than left side. So can we give 3 RAM and 2 RAM? Now we can see, yeah, this is looking quite good. And let's we can see first thing is font is different. This font is Roboto, and we are using some other font. So let's Google font, sorry, Google font, and click on Google font. And here I have already all Robotus selected. So here we can copy this link file and as well as import a statement. So I'm doing this one, and here need to paste. And this copy this font family and paste inside of body. So this one apply overall layout. Yeah, now that's looking great. And we know the color is white. So left, and we can select directly left heading, or we can also give the class name. So I'm just giving the class name is heading, and here I'm giving the class name heading description. So easy to select heading, and here give color white, and font weight must be 500. Yeah, looking nice. Okay, and give some margin bottom 1 rem. Okay, and select heading description, heading description, and color should be white. Okay, and give the font size little bit more, 1.2 rem. Yeah, it's looking quite good, but let's decrease this something 3. Yeah, now it's looking nice. So now leave this image for now, because when we add this inputs and button, automatic grow the height and we add this image data. Okay, so let's create this input button. Now first I'm going to create this input. Okay, so here I am going to create in right section. I am going to create one containers and input group, and this container contain one input element, and here placeholder for now enter something, and I also going to take label, and for now you can give 4, and I am removing this one for now, and I want this enter phone number and mobile number, enter email slash mobile number. Now we can see, yeah, this is our, let's select input group here, input group, and here I am going to give position relative, and this input, and let's give the class name over Here I am going to give the class name input, and okay, and this I am going to give class name label simply, and here I am going to select. So write some basic style. I am going to give padding 0.5 rem and 0, and border must be known. Okay, and let's give border bottom, and 1 pixel solid. Let's give the color H7. So now here we can see, and width must be 100%. Okay, and in right side we want also give the padding. So right, and here I'm going to padding, give the padding 3 ram or 2 ram, something like. I'm selecting right, but might be a spelling is wrong. So select this one. So GST, and let's here we are a GST. Okay, now see, here we can see. And let's remove this outline when focus on input. So outline also known. That's great. And this label should be here. Okay, so we can do select that label, and here we can give position absolute and left 0. Okay, and we can top 50%, and here transform translate y minus, no, it's in center. Okay, and we can do one more thing. First I'm going to color exact same, and this placeholder let's remove for now. Okay, this, okay, here we can focus and pointer event we can does none. Okay, so here pointer event none. Okay, now when click is focus on the input. Okay, and when we click here we can see when we click this input box, it goes up. Okay, so let's translate top this label when we focus on input. So just go here and write here input. Okay, and input focus. Okay, what should be happen, our label, you can say our label translate top, so transform translate minus 100%, and now see what happened. Okay, this one we want y, so let's do this one. Okay, let's go in, but little bit more, so I am giving 130. I hope, yeah, it's quite good. And yeah, also here we can see our level is little bit scaled down, so we can also give here a scale and 0.8. Okay, but let's go in center, we want to left side, so here we can give origin transform origin left. Now let's try, yeah, but it's not a smooth, so we can add some transition here. Transition trans transform, I'm writing wrong screen maybe, transform 0.2 second s, and let's start here. Yeah, it's working fine. But one thing here, we can type something and we leave this input labels come again inside of input. So our here we can see whenever we type something and we can leave this steel label in up section. So what we should do for that? So we can use checkbox and other JavaScript, but here we can do another things. So here I am going to use input dot our input placeholder shown. If our placeholder shown, the label, this label should be in top, but here we should add placeholder. Okay, and this placeholder must be some value. So you can give a space. Now you can see our label automatic tab, or we can give some underline. So here we can see this underline is visible. So what should we do? So we can do select this input and place placeholder, and here we can keep visibility hidden. Okay, nothing. And when we write something, so here we can change this one as reverse order. So here not, and we can put this word. Okay, and we can write man, and now we can see our when we write, when we have some value inside of input, label is up section, and then remove this value from the input. Now our level come back. So this is work finally quite well, like something this one. Okay, but here we can see here is a minor animation of blue line. So input doesn't contain any after, so we can take one div and we can do with it. And so let's here take one div. Okay, and here we class give line. Okay, and this line position must be absolute, and bottom 0, left 0, and we can give width 100%, height for 1 pixel. Okay, and background color I have blue, and now we can see here, but this initially is this line is hidden, so we can use transform scale x 0, and when we focus on input. Okay, so we have already written, and we can write here also. So input focus, what should be happen? Our line dot line transform a scale x1, and now we can click it doesn't work. Okay, so here we are, need to add our selector. Now we can see, yeah, and give transition. So here also I am going to giving some transition of this line, transition exactly transform, and 0.4 second, and is enough. I hope it look quite well. Yeah, now we can see here is little animation. Now click, and I hope it's looking nice. Okay, yeah, it's working fine. When we tap and now click, it's working fine. Here we can see, and also we can see this blue still have because we have an input bar, or in our case no. So what should we do? Okay, same thing, Here we can add this line 2 comma, and add this line, and instead of line here we can use line. Now we can see it's working fine. And when we remove this one and leave this input, our animation goes, and now it's still, and we can write, and now our animation is still happy. And let's create another input. Okay, and we can give some font size. So let's here and give font size of that input little bit more. So font size 1.2 I think. Okay, okay, and let's move this one little bit more top. Yeah, but this one is too high, 1.1 RAM. Okay, now it's working fine. And let's create another input group. So just copy this input and here need to paste, and we can give here text, here need to password, and let's see into password. So we also need here enter password and everything exactly same. Okay, this one, and we need to give the gap between two input box. We can use flex, and otherwise we can give the margin bottom. It also be work. So this input group, so we can give our input group, and here we can give margin bottom 1 RAM, and now we try. Okay, but here we can see this input has a one forget length. So let's give that link, and now it's working fine. And I'm going to take one anchor tag here, and I give the name link. Okay, and here forget. Okay, and this should be here top. So link, and also I'm going to select this link as input group dash link. And now because we have lots of link here, so I am just giving the class name link for this one, and also for this one. That's why I am selecting a specific input group dot link. So now make this one position absolute, as just an absolute, and write 0. Okay, and we can add this section. Okay, here also. Now, and text decoration none should be. So let's forget all the input. So here I am going to give back some basic text decoration should be none, and background color, sorry, color should be this one. Okay, yeah. And when we hover this anchor tag, and let's see not happening anything. Okay, just hover up this anchor line. So input group and dot link, and hover here should be underline. So text decoration underline. Now you can see. Okay, so this one, and here we can write password. Okay, and leave this one. It's working fine. And next we will move this one text. Okay, so let's take one here. After input group, we can take directly inside of div or anything. So here I'm just taking one paragraph. This paragraph has this all the text, and this term and condition is linked. So the term of use, and here we can take one link, and here we press this one, and also take one link for this one link, and press this one. Okay, and now we can see here, and this paragraph give the name para for now. And now we select this paragraph para, and font size should be 1.8, a small little bit, and margin top 1 rand, 1 rand, no, 2 rand. I hope this look, yeah, nice. And on if 7, yeah, and by color should be this gray one, and here we can see this and this. No, let's hit 7.5 ramp one. Yeah, that's looking nice. And let's create this orange button. So after this one, we can take one button and class name simplicity, and here login. Select this login button, and width must be 100% here. Okay, looking nice. And margin top 1 rand. Okay, border none, background color. I have that orange color, so I'm going to paste here. Okay, and padding 1 rand. Yeah, and give some border radius to pixel. Border radius to pixel a little bit. Okay, and box shadow. So box shadow 0, 0, 0, and 0, and RGBA 0, 0, 0, and point something for now. And we can see here little bit box shadow, not that much. So I'm going to replace 1 pixel, and here must be 2 pixel. And now we can see and keep this down. Okay, yeah, the minor box shadow, and color must be white color. Okay, and let's increase the font size. I hope font size 1.025 range. Yeah, yeah, looking nice. Okay, we can give some font weight or not. No, that's looking quite similar. Okay, and we can add this text. So after this one, we can take one paragraph and give the or, and class name simply para. And now we can see this is here, and we can select para dash dash or, and here we can select para dash dash or, and text align center, and font size 1.2. Now we can see here. Okay, and this margin top 0 for now, and I will give this margin later, and this is too large. What? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Mm. And here we need to give margin top 0.5 rem, and left right 0. Okay, 4 or 8. Yeah, something like that. And take one more button. I'm going to just copy this button here first and modify this button and white button. Let's just white and select this button here. And this button here we can see first we need to give color blue, and here should be text request OTP, and our box shadow background color white, and box shadow, let's copy this one or here paste, and we will give more to 2, and here must be 4. Yeah, and not 2. Yeah, and looking quite similar, but here we can give margin of 0, and now it's looking quite good. And now we can create this new Flipkart account link. So and the last I'm going to be taking one link, and this link now we can see here, and it should be in center and bottom, and here we can modify this link. That's the bottom link, that's just bottom, and margin top, sorry, margin top to rank, and text align center. Okay, and display inline block, display inline block, but this didn't work here, and so we can wrap this one inside of any flex box or container, and we can do center. So div and x, and here keep the class name bottom, and select bottom, bo- bottom, and text align center. And now we can see, let's give more margin top, I think 4 ram. Yeah, 4 ram is looking nice. No, keep 5 ram. Yeah, and also we can see our bottom padding is less than our top. So we can go inside of our container right here, and we can give 1.5 ram. Little bit more, 1. Yeah, it. Now, now we need to add this image, and so we can add here background image and URL, and we need to pass that background image. So I don't have image, let me paste that image. Okay, I here we can also download from here, so let's download this image from the here and inspect this image, and go here and also and our image is here, and let's simply give the path of this. Okay, this repeating the background, repeat, no repeat, and background position should be center and 80% bottom, 85%. Okay, so now we can see here, and we also need to give this color. Okay, so let's give let's give this color. So this is here, and I'm going to give this one, and now we can see, yeah, looking similar of this one, not exactly same. We can little bit give more margin bottom of the group. So here we can see our mark input group, and we can give 1.5. Yeah, now now looking similar. Okay, and you can also do responsive this one. Okay, for in this tutorial I just created this login page, something similar. I haven't created this model for now. This is your task to put inside of model and open on and create one overlay and something like this one. Okay, so I hope you understand this one, and I will meet you in next one.